All right, we'll connect with Gautam Roy in a short while from now. Let me go back to Ravi Joshi ji, visiting fellow from the ORF. Yes, sir, during Prime Minister Modi's visit to Oman now, India and Oman are expected to sign several agreements, and it is likely that they will sign a comprehensive economic partnership agreement, SEPA. Could you tell us something more about this agreement and its importance?
Yeah, actually, Gautam Roy has already explained what the main important key features of our relationship. I would touch upon two or three things. One is energy security, connectivity, trade, and defense relationship. Oman is a key partner. Actually, Oman and India relationship goes back to almost a millennium. It goes back to 3rd century BCE and all that. Let's leave it that. Now, the point is, in the recent past, Oman has been a key pillar of our connectivity corridor in the IMEC, India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor. Oman plays a crucial role. Okay, Oman is the first point of entry into West Asia for India. And Oman, situated as it is on the Gulf of Oman, facing the Arabian Sea, and with access to Persian Gulf, is extremely important for our Indian Navy. In fact, our Navy has had a berthing facility in Muscat for since almost 2010, and we have now also got a basing facility in Port Dukum, which was built by Oman only about 15 years ago. It's a new port, excellent port, with great connectivity for us. From Arabian Sea to Gulf of Oman, we have access to Persian Gulf. This port is important for us and for the Indian Navy for two or three reasons. One is that we conduct all the anti-piracy operations from this port, and which is also important for us to keep a watch upon the PLA Navy activities, the Chinese naval activities. Thirdly, this gives easy access to Persian Gulf, which is very close from the Gulf of Oman. Now, as Gautam already mentioned, Oman is the only country in West Asia, probably with the UAE, with the exception of the UAE. But with Oman, we have all the three military services. Indian Army, Indian Navy, and the Air Force conduct joint military exercise. So our relationship actually was upgraded to strategic partnership in 2008, November 2008. And since then, it has become a very solid relationship between India and Oman. And I think we are also celebrating the 50th anniversary of diplomatic relations between India and Oman.
70 years, sir.
75 years, okay.
70 years.
70 years, okay.
Yes,
right.
yes.
70 years of our diplomatic relations between the two countries. And Prime Minister Modi's visit will highlight that factor as well.
Okay.
Now, on the defense sector, a few more things I want to mention. The Omanese army uses the INSAS rifle. INSAS rifle means Indian National Small Arms Service rifles, which are made in our small arms factory in the ordnance factory, Kanpur. So this has been going on for nearly 25 years, and now we are about to establish more platforms for joint production of military hardware, and probably there's a speculation that we might set up some unit to produce Tejas aircraft, and also to get Jaguar spare parts from Oman. So there are various layers of relationship in the defense sector in India and Oman. So Oman is very critical for us. And in the field of education and health, again, Oman students come to study in India, and we are setting up IITs and IIMs in Oman, and we have about 675,000 Indians in Oman. So there's a huge interest in the Indian tourists in going to Oman. Last year, there was more than 350,000 Indian tourists visited Oman. Incidentally, when I went to Oman, the Indian population was about 5 lakh, and I visited the Indian temple there,
Okay.
Oman was the only country in West Asia at that time to have an Indian temple.
Okay.
And I went and met the priest in the temple. He's an Indian chap living there. It was very refreshing, very nice.
Okay. Let's take this refreshing flavor from Gautam as well. Gautam Roy joins us from Muscat, Oman. Gautam, what has your experience been in Muscat for the last few days now? Have you been to the Indian temple that Ravi Joshi is talking about?
Oh, yes, there are two, Tanvi, incidentally, Indian temples in Muscat, and we've been to both the Krishna temple as well as the Shiv temple. The Shiv temple, slightly older, Prime Minister Modi visited in 2018. The Krishna temple, in fact, used to be in Muscat, and then it shifted to the outskirts of Muscat because it got a huge tract of land to be built upon by the Sultan of Oman himself. It was donated to the Indian community, and they built a really nice temple. It has a big prayer hall as well at the back, and all kinds of religious events take place all year round. Thousands of people attend those because the Indian community in Oman is 675,000 strong, some say even more. And in the past, it was even more. There's always constant to and fro movement of people, and this is expected to get, the movement of people itself is expected to get another fillip here because of Prime Minister Modi's second visit to Oman as well. That is also something that is built in to the kind of pacts that India and Oman are set to just sign on the dotted line because everything else has been worked out. So India and Oman are looking to build upon an already fairly strong relationship, as your guest was also mentioning, which extends from, like I use the phrase, worship to warships. And that is something that is going to be built upon further. There is already an existing edifice, and a superstructure is what is going to be added on in with this visit and the kind of talks that will take place, the exchange of documents that will take place as part of this particular two-day visit of Prime Minister Modi.
Yes, final leg of Prime Minister's three-nation tour. I would like to thank both of you gentlemen. Ravi Joshi ji, thank you very much for explaining in great depth India-Oman relationship and, of course, India-Ethiopia partnership. Thank you very much, Gautam Roy. We look forward to connecting with you in our later bulletins. Thank you.